that turned up to fill the hill this afternoon. If you would like to be a flag bearer to welcome our NPL team onto the pitch, could all flag bearers meet Andrew at the entrance to the gate. So all flag bearers, please meet Andrew at the entrance to the gate.
I get it.
Alright, commentators on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Lock in, buddy. Weird, I don't know which one he said, bro.
Good late afternoon and welcome here to Tassie Care Park at Prospect for one of the most anticipated matches of the season, I would suggest. I'm Rob Soward and I'm delighted to be bringing you today's match between ladder leading, table topping Lackaseljic Cup champions South Hobart and the team that wants to usurp them at the top of that table, Launceston City. And just before we start talking about the game, you can probably capture the vision of the young people walking into the stadium with their flags, which is just an absolutely fantastic sight. And I just want to share with you some information today, and a big shout out to the Launceston City Soccer Club for their proactive stance on men's mental health, and today has been all about the positive promotions of Men's Health Week, I should say, and whole range of activities been running and continuing to run here today. A raffle at the ground as well with some wonderful prizes. The Men's Health Week Committee have been doing some great stuff there with the proceeds donated to support Men's Line Australia and the Heart Foundation. So absolutely fantastic initiative from the Launceston City Soccer Club there. Just looking at some of the things they've been doing here today. Obviously you had some sausage sizzles going on, salmon tastings, a whole range of cooking options, and money's raised, as I said, going to those men's health charities. Men's Health Week, a pretty important initiative, and obviously pretty important, we know from the statistics and all the data out there. It's really important to talk to a mate, check in on a mate, look after a mate, and with a focus on connection, community and well-being on and off the pitch. And one of the benefits and wonderful things that our Tasmanian football community does is that it does support each other and our community and individuals in their time of need. It's not just necessarily about what takes place on the pitch, and as you can see here today in the footage, we've got a lot of people over there near the Launceston City Club rooms. We've got a wonderful display of young people with their banners on the pitch, a good crowd in the Peter Mees Pavilion, and as I said, some raffle tickets being sold here at the ground, and a wonderful way to support a couple of important charities in Men's Line Australia and the Heart Foundation. So Men's Health Week, very, very important initiative, and congratulations to Launceston City for what they're doing to improve men's health outcomes. Well, that segues beautifully into the lead up to today's game, and when I said at the outset the game of the season, it certainly wasn't hyperbole. It's been something that people in the Tasmanian football community have been talking about all for the last couple of months, particularly given how the results have been falling. South Hobart top of the table, undefeated. Launceston City, the only blot on their copybook was a loss to Devonport at a game where I think even Devonport fans would say they were lucky to escape with that one. An outstanding effort from their goalkeeper. But both teams in very good form. South Hobart come here, their second trip north in 5 or 6 days after their Launceston Cup triumph against Southeast United last Monday at Valley Road, 3-2, I think that one was in the finish. Whereas Launceston City obviously had the week off. They were defeated by Southeast United in the Launceston Cup semi-final 2-0 in a game where, again, even Southeast United fans would say that Launceston City certainly had plenty of chances to change that outcome. City's last league game we broadcast to you from Birch Avenue, and that was a 6-1 demolition of Launceston United. But that said, the scoreline did flatter City, I thought. I think from memory, 4 goals in the space of about 10 minutes certainly stretched that scoreline, and Launceston United actually lost a man sent off, 2 yellow cards. So the scoreline did flatter City somewhat, I think. So they'll certainly need to be on their absolute best here today to cause this South Hobart side some problems. We did see South Hobart a couple of weeks ago in the Launceston Cup semi-final up here, where they were way too strong for Riverside Olympic. But the takeaway for that is something that the Tasmanian football community have been talking about all year, and that is the depth in their squad. They run very deep, and it'd be fair to say when you go through their starting bench today, players like Eli Wright, players like Rexy Maddock, players like Alfred Hess, players like Patrick Aul-Both would start in just about any other side in the league on a regular basis. So it's just a real luxury for South Hobart and their coach Max Clark to be able to bring that sort of talent onto the pitch. And that's where in that game against Olympic they were so dangerous, because as Olympic started to fatigue, Those players I mentioned, Both and Maddock, both got on the score sheet with terrific strikes. And Alex Walter, who's starting today, caused all sorts of havoc. Big, strong, skillful player, and he'll certainly prove a handful, I'm sure, here today for the Launceston City defenders. City, as I said, have had an exceptionally good start to the year, but we've covered a few of their games, and one weakness, if you like, I'm sure the South Hobart would be looking to probe, is that there are patches of games where they go within themselves a little, sometimes overuse the ball, sometimes not as direct as they potentially could be, and not necessarily at the level they potentially need to be. So they have had occasions where they've just turned that tap on and just completely overwhelmed sides with their firepower and their transition from defence into attack. And a name that will be, I'm sure, on South Hobart's minds today is Angus Taylor. And I've said before on our commentary that often when an import comes into a team, they're often a provider or a scorer. Well, Taylor does both, and that's one of the things that sets him apart, where he's always a threat when he has the ball at foot. And we did see up here against Clarence United an absolutely magnificent strike from Taylor. Also someone who is exceptionally competent at setting up goals for his teammates, and he's certainly got some fellows up there who can do that. Terry Swaby is the most obvious one, but youngster Alec Harris scored a cracking goal here in one of the fixtures we covered. Got some very willing assistants in that squad. Kobe Kemp, obviously, probably between the two of them, the most potent 1-2 punch in the league. And it's just class across every line. We'll just go through. Nick O'Connell, their custodian, top class. Adam Gorry, Masashi Kukubo, Jacob Lancaster, Samuel Berezanski, Kemp that I mentioned, Bradley Lakaseljic, Nick Morton, Austin Yost, Tobias Herwainen and Alex Walter. Absolute class across all lines there. And when you look at what's on the bench, as I said, Eli Wright, Patrick Aylboff, Rexy Maddock, Alfred Hess and Thomas Cordell. Whereas for City, Lockie Clark, one of the best between the posts for the prospect side. Riley Fellows, Kazuki Hashimoto, Jack Woodland, Mac Wilcox, Angus Taylor, William Humphrey, Max Rawlings, Daniel Latinovich, Terry Swaby, Alec Harris, and certainly some quality on their bench as well, with Crawford, Broughton, Woodland, Marsden, Burleys, Matthews. But I think South would probably have the edge in terms of the depth in their squad. We're getting ready for things to get underway. Both sides out lined up, ready to walk through here. 4:45 kickoff, the kickoff time slated for today. The Metallica in the background, you might be able to hear through the effects mic. Pitch in good shape. We haven't had a lot of rain recently here in Launceston, and the ground staff here at Tassie Care Park, and I think ably supported, by the Meander Valley Council, got the pitch in excellent shape. Bit of rain last week end, certainly, but you can see here, if you look out, it's certainly in pretty good shape. We had a game on it earlier today. But no real problems, I wouldn't imagine, although you would expect as the sun starts to set, as it's doing at the moment, and will continue to disappear shortly. Bit of dew, which might make things a little slippery underfoot and certainly on the ball. So I think both sides will need to adjust to, you would think.
The delay in the start this evening is because South Hobart are needing different coloured goalkeepers top, so they're currently sorting that so there's no clash with Launceston City's purple strip this evening. So while they are hunting one of those down, we're held off slightly until they have the correct colour goalkeepers top, and then we'll shortly be underway here at Tassie Care Park. Thanks for your attendance this evening, thanks for your enthusiasm. We have tickets still available at the canteen and at the bar for our Men's Health Week raffle. Each sports prize is available, $4 a ticket, very much worth it.
Might have just heard on the ground announcing there, the reason for the delay is there's a clash between the South Hobart goalkeeping top and the Launceston City special strip for the Men's Health Week promotion, and they're just sourcing that at the moment for their keeper. So start a couple of moments later, I'm sure, as they're chasing down that top. All in readiness though, both sides out there ready to go. They certainly won't want to be hanging around. They'll want to get underway, you'd think. No delays. They've obviously been waiting long enough, I'd suggest, to get at each other. I can see the keeper coming out now, looking like he's coming straight from a roadside, roadwork site. Won't be losing him here tonight, I'm sure.
Now he looks the same as the referee.
Newly attired in their fluoro yellow kits. We'll be underway very shortly. No doubt we'll see them there.
Yeah, hopefully we don't end up with a clash with the referee. They're very similar. Round of applause as they walk out through the flags.
Big crowd gathered here tonight for this top of the table clash. Let's make some noise for Launceston City. Big game tonight.
You're right.
Alright, and the lineup for this evening. We have for Launceston City in goals, safest hands in the business, Lucky Clark. And number 2, Riley Fellows. Number 3, Kazuki Hashimoto. And number 4, and our captain, Jeff Woodland. Number 6, Matt Wilcox. Number 11, and our striker, Angus Taylor. Number 14, our penalty taker, Will Humphrey. Number 15, Alec Harris. Number 18, Max Rawlings. Number 22, solid at the back, Daniel.
All in readiness for kick-off.
And number 23, and our talent.
Having a result just come through from the earlier fixture down at the Windsor Park precinct after being down 1-0 at half-time. Kingborough have come out guns blazing, a hat-trick to Pitt, and they've taken the Chocolates 3-1 over Riverside Olympic. Promises to be a fantastic fixture. I've already built it up, and as I said, we're just about ready to get underway. A little bit of a later start, but all in readiness for what should be a terrific encounter.
Number 7, Mil Berezanski. Number 8,
Again, if you're here at the ground and you're tuning in on a device or watching in the club rooms, please get some support and get yourself around those raffle tickets that are over there in the canteen as part of the Men's Health Week promotion. Some great prizes on offer there, and all proceeds going to some important health charities.
Tobias Hewin. It's almost time for kick-off. It's the chance for Juventus to go top of the table. Let's make one last big round of noise for Launceston City. Let's hear it, crowd.
City running to the left of your screen. Both sides certainly would be after a good start here, you would think. Always much easier to get off to a good start than have to do the chasing. Back with the South Hobart custodian at the moment. As I said, not going to lose him anytime soon in that very bright fluorescent chartreuse number that he's wearing. Berezanski. Just one of their really important players, Morden. Picked off by Swaby. Nice run. Terry Swaby upended. Play on, says the referee. Forward. Nicely done there, Latinovic. Just got a timely boot on that one. Thwarted the attack. All the time in the world there for Lancaster to regather and send it back to O'Connell. Been a big week in the football world. Australia obviously qualifying for the World Cup, which was a terrific result after that win in Saudi Arabia. Not his best work on that occasion, Will Humphrey. Would have hoped to control that better, and it'll be a ball there to South Hobart, a corner. Certainly don't want to go conceding those early, because the talent that's in this squad certainly can make you pay.
Hey!
Corner comes in. Dangerous ball, nodded in. Great save, Clark. Oh, that would have been disastrous for City after that Humphrey mistake. But Clark, as he does usually, very good job between the posts. The experienced Launceston City custodian, Latinovic, found something out there that he likes, but turned over. Lancaster chops it off. Rising high there on that occasion was Fellows. South looking to set up at the back. Bryson Winer is such an important player in this South Hobart unit. Opportunity here. Very pacey Adam Gorry. It's Walter. Talked about him before kick-off. Back to Morton. Dangerous position.
Hey! Mate! Fucking hell!
Should he avert the danger, but South really using that pass placement and their pace at the moment to try and open City up. Walter.
Tight mark. Good, and again, mark.
Nice ball away.
Tight,
wants it back off Lakaseljic. Gets it back off Lakaseljic. Foot race. Good pressure. Good chase. Will Humphrey on the ball.
Well done, Humper.
Goal kick.
Have to be tighter.
We talked about Nick Morton being such an important player for South, and he is. But Alex Walter, really like how he goes about it. Highly skilled, big, strong, attacking player. And certainly earning his starting position today. That's chopped off. Bad pass. Berezanski chops that off. Referee says that's a South ball. City starved of possession a little in this early part of the fixture. Can't score if you don't have it. South would be very happy with how they've been controlling the pace of this in the early stages.
Tight.
Adam Gorry.
Daniel, tight.
Free kick. Dangerous part of the field.
Done.
Gorry sends it in. Beautifully struck ball. Nodded down. Nodded away. Referee said the flag's up. Offside South Hobart. So lots of fortune there for City. Corner and a free kick. Very early stages of this one. First 5 minutes. So it's been all South Hobart so far. Good distance on that kick from Clark. Swaby's away. Dangerous run. Got lots of red shirts around him though. Nicely done on that occasion. Max Rawlings, another one of these talented City youngsters. Just didn't quite land that pass wherever he wanted it. Foot race on here at the moment, Wilcox and Walter. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Mac Wilcox is certainly got pace to burn, but the bigger bodied frame of Walter might prove some problems for him there. This is Austin Yost. Good run. Again, they've just got attacking options everywhere, South Hobart, and City certainly can't afford to go to sleep on any of them. It's the case with a side that's got such good depth. You sweat on Morton and all of a sudden Walter pops up, or you sweat on Yost, someone else pops up. It's just the breadth and depth of talent in this squad that cause you all sorts of problems. City's defence has been pretty solid from what we've seen this year. They get very well set. Latinovic,
Daniel, go tight.
Woodland, Fellows, all Humphrey, all very solid contributors. Another free kick that Gorry is about to take.
Tight.
Similar position to the last one. Similar setup in the box from the South Hobart attackers. We'll see where this one ends up. City fans will hope it doesn't end up in the back of the net. And it comes. Sits up nicely. Straight at Clark. No danger there. Clark moves it on quickly. He wants to create a foot race here for Swaby. Well done across the back on that occasion. It's Tobias Hawaiian. Absolutely solid back there. There's Hawaiian. That match up with him and Swaby, who I'm sure he'll find himself on at times, will be critical to the outcome of this game, you'd think. Swaby works so hard both ways, so certainly something the South Hobart defence would need to be cognisant of. We've seen a couple of occasions where Swaby has created goals out of nothing just by his defensive pressure, chasing back and putting pressure on the keeper. One here, notably against South Hobart last year, comes to mind. South, another opportunity in the Walter direction. Wilcox, timely body check there. And, speaking of timely, that was Max Rawlings. Just put that one out over the sidelines to defuse that latest attack from South. Obviously don't have a statistician here with us to keep track of things, but you'd have to say that South have probably had 80% of possession so far in the early stages of this one. Sounds like the Vuvuzelas are out. Blast from the past. South African World Cup a number of years ago. Gorry. Opportunity here for Morton. He's got plenty of space around him. Crosses it in. Deflection. One was off City player and Kazuki Hashimoto, which will mean we're in for another corner. We're pretty thin, the Vuvuzelas, after a while, I'll give you the tip. But just a key part of our game, the world game. Gorry sends it in, nicely struck, nodded away, dangerous spot. South still have the possession of the ball. Beautiful run there on that occasion, into the side netting. That was Yost. And again, as I've said, he's a dangerous player. Plenty of pace, highly skilled.
Stay tight.
I thought that came off a South player, but no, a deflection off a City player, so we'll get a corner from the other side of the ground. Bass Highway side. Bit of cloud cover around, which might keep it a little bit warmer than it was in Launceston last night. Gorry sends it in. Gorry's found something there.
Just settle it down. Yep, get on the ball.
As I said, they've been starved of possession, City. And that tactic certainly working for them so far.
Mark, yes, Mark. Harris, stay in there. Yep. Mark.
It's gone over Walter's head. Gorry sends it back in. Beautiful ball there. In the Gorry direction. And again, Rawlings putting some pressure on.
Second ball.
Alec Harris it was, on that occasion. Scored a rattling goal here a few weeks ago. Goes into Walter, Harris dispossesses him, heads for the touchline, ball stays in. That's Rawlings, gets a toe on it. Berezanski gets around him, sends it back inboard. That's Lakaseljic. Lakaseljic gives it off to Kubo. Had a great game against Olympic when we called that one. Lakaseljic Cup semi-final. Gorry and Wilcox. Gorry gets inside him and fouled. The referee said no. It'll be a goal kick to Lachlan Clark.
Harris. In zone 2, in the middle.
Applying the pressure, the team from the south, the ladder leaders, South Hobart, Lakaseljic Cup champions. Have come out and really dialed it up right from the start. This is a bit ticky Touchwood here in the back half. They want to get it out of here. Kubo cop one in the face. Referee's just stopping play, I think.
He took a head knock. I know, but he's took a head knock. It's not a foul, I understand, but he's not going to not do anything. He still tried to play on.
Trainer will go out and have a look at him. He copped one in the face. I'm not sure if it was a boot or a football.
He's a pretty tough kid, so...
Trainer's going out to have a look at him. We'll see how severe that is. If the magic spray comes out, we'll know that things need a bit of work.
Make sure you're tight.
Not sure if he copped the ball on the end of the nose or a boot on the end of the nose or an elbow on the end of the nose.
Woody!
But,
Woody! Push Kaz on! Push Kaz on! Yep.
He's a pretty tough character, so
Yep.
certainly copped a nasty one. All is okay. Trainer's checked him out.
Yes, Mace! Mace!
South with the restart.
Mason! Yes, please!
Been all South so far. Latinovic. Humphrey. Long ball. Opportunity here. Down the far side. Deflection. Haven't seen much of Taylor so far. That's Rawlings scything his way through. Highly skilled player Rawlings runs into a sea of red shirts, so the ball cleared out of there. Only as far as Latinovic. This is what City like to do. They like to work it round Humphrey. It's a little bit long. I was looking for Wilcox down this near touchline. But they need to get hold of the ball, City. Certainly can't launch any attacks if they don't have it, that's for sure. South playing a very nice possession brand of football at the moment.
Half and half.
Good crowd in front of the Launceston City Club rooms and a good crowd at the Peter Mees Pavilion. Opportunity. City, just doesn't quite sit for him. First clear-cut opportunity there for City. Just didn't quite sit for young Alec Harris.
Riley! Excellent! Half and half.
Good work down that far side, and that man Taylor involved. As I said, one of the strengths he brings as an import is that he has that unique blend of being able to create and to score. A real double threat for the South Hobart defence. They've dominated possession early, the men in red. City just not being able to get any possession to create threats. Last 5 minutes have probably been their best, City. Got their share of possession. Got it up their end of the field, and they've got the ball now, a throw on that far side in front of the Vuvuzelas. The drums, it's all happening. Squared it up, nodded away by South. Morton in chase. Rawlings deflection, Swaby sits at foot for Swaby. Good tackle. Swaby turns inside. Just gone across the face of goal. Great opportunity. You can hear the crowd appreciate that one. The Terry Swaby magic there. The last few minutes have been City's best of the game. Managed to win their share of possession, and from that, certainly creating a couple of good chances. One there for Terry Swaby and previously one for Alec Harris. So pendulum swinging a little in terms of momentum. Still 0-all here at Tassie Care Park. I'm Rob Soward and delighted to be with you. Played about 17 minutes. That's a long ball that's safely taken by Clark. No threat at all there. Good throw. City should come away with it. Harris, nicely done. Chopped off like a Selgic. Morton gives it to Walter outside him. Walter, clever cross, changes the angle. Back to Morton. Dangerous. Morton with a shot. Whoa. That was smoking off his boot and just wide of the post. We hear the instructions coming through there from Max Clark on the sidelines. Certainly what a successful start to his coaching career. He's got South off to a flyer. Top of the table. Couple of draws, they're only blemishes. Clark gets it out of there.
Yes, Harris, go Harris.
Opportunity here for City. It was nicely done on that occasion. Down that far side by Woodland.
Mac, keep your shoulders open. Mac, keep your shoulders open. Kaz! Yes.
As I said, City'd be desperate to get the 3 points in this one, given, as I said, I don't think it's an unfair prediction to say that South are only going to get better throughout the season, injuries permitting, of course, and we don't wish anyone any injuries, but as this squad with some new faces in it starts to gel and become a little more cohesive, you can imagine them becoming a very, very, very tough opponent. Not that they already aren't, but certainly a lot harder to pick apart. City also have the benefit, I guess, of coming into this a little fresher. South had that Lake Selgic Cup game on Monday, and it was a tough game. They're a physical side, South East United, and certainly pushed South in that one. I think up 3-1, and then it ended up 3-2. Opportunity! Oh!
No. Well
Not quite on that occasion.
Well
And that man, Alex Walter, right in that up to his eyebrows. A quick transition.
Riley, no crosses.
Just didn't quite sit for him. So good opportunities for both sides. 0-all though the score at the moment. Knocked down by Berezanski. Fellows. Sends it out wide. This City throw.
Get in the game, Kaz. Come on.
Quickly taken. Back to Latinovic. Squares it away there to Humphrey. Call them a lot. Opportunity for Swaby. Nice knock on. City player upended. They're asking for a free kick. No. Play on's the call. I thought the referee was ready to blow the whistle there. Good tackle again. Referee said that's a City ball.
Pump back. Take your time. Kaz, better. Get in the game, Kaz. Come on. Daniel, just settle down a bit. Yeah, settle.
Well, Humphrey walking over to take this free kick. Reasonable distance out, but probably similar to the last South Hobart one at the other end. Humphrey sends it in. Dangerous ball, all South at the back though. Rawlings leading the race. Blasted away there. Berezanski. Harris cuts inside. Nice run from Alec Harris. Jinking run onto his right boot. Just a little bit too much mustard on it. He was looking for the top corner was Harris, but just a little high. Nice run from the youngster. As I said, scored an absolute cracking goal here earlier in the year. Walter and Wilcox, Gorry. Wilcox off the side of the boot. Rawlings thought he might have been infringed against. Lancaster. Gorry. Walter nods that one out. Almost into the commentary box. Not like the life and death situation we faced at Birch Avenue, and we had the cameraman and I had one heading at us. One didn't have as much steam on it. City looking just to clear things out. That's Humphrey. Latinovic. I want to turn it over there, and he doesn't. Nicely done. Back inside. Harris. Another good run. Strikes it well. Deflects off the keeper. It's causing him a bit of concern at the moment, is Alec Harris. Hit that nicely, and that just deflected off O'Connell and could have ended up anywhere, so luck was a fortune that it didn't. Seljic wins it back for South. Long ball down that far side, Morton and Latinovic in a foot race. Latinovic better positioned and sends it back to Clark. Clark, Woodland. Woodland sends it on its way. Slips at the crucial time though and loses a bit of control on that one. As I said, good crowd here. The men's health promotion day that Launceston City have organised. Raffle tickets for sale still in the canteen area. And some great prizes there with all proceeds going to a couple of important health charities.
Back in, guys! Back in! Stay there, Harris. Stay. You don't need to be. Stay higher.
We've gone about 25 minutes. We did have a later start here today. 0-0 at Tassie Care Park. I'm Rob Soward bringing you the action for the match of the round and potentially the match of the season so far between ladder leading South Hobart and second placed Launceston City. Both sides having a terrific start to their campaign. South, as we've noted a couple of times, captured the Seljic Cup on Monday. 3-2 winners over South East United. Side that got rid of City in the semi-finals of that competition. Both franking their form line with some good results coming into this. City's last outing was a 6-1 win over Launceston United. Played quickly by Harris, looking for Swaby. Didn't find him. Back to Morton. Gorry. Clever. Walter. Cuts inside. Wilcox on his hammer. Goes back inside to Kukubu. Kukubu slips when he sends it. Starting to get a little bit slippery. Deflection to Gorry. Dangerous position. City shut that down. Rawlings on Walter. Walter gets around him. Nicely done there. Play on. Good challenge there from Max Rawlings. Kubu turns it over. Kubu sends it in the Walter direction. Beautifully trapped. He's got Wilcox in front of him.
Harris, where is
back.
he?
And that's really nicely done on this occasion by Hashimoto. Hashimoto off target, picks Kukubu out. Just changes the angle and sends it wide. See, there's been a bit of that so far from both sides, just wanting to change the angle and cause a bit of confusion to the defence. Hasn't been rewarded on the scoreboard as yet. Wilcox, perhaps on the Jets down the near side, goes inboard. Hashimoto. Timovic. City just working it around. This is a nice build-up from them. Just a little heavy, that ball. Finds a target. It's okay. Taylor. Oh, keeper beaten. Harris traps it on the far side. Comes back to Wilcox. Goes inside. Nice run back. Wilcox loses it though. A little bit heavy on that dribble. Harris dispossessed. Walter tries to keep it in. Slips at the crucial time and puts that one out on the sideline. So it'll be a City throw just in front of a commentary position. Approaching the half hour here at Tassie Care Park. I'm Rob Soward bringing you the action. 0-0 between Launceston City and South Hobart. First versus second. Bit of debate on that one. Referee said that's a south ball. Hashimoto got in there with that challenge and just the last touch on him. Gorry with the throw. High ball looking for Morton, nodded down by Humphrey. Wilcox missed Harris, that'll go out. No, kept in by Gorry. Back to Walter, who'll try to keep it in and does. Beautifully done. Sends Morton on a run. Good control from Morton. Just found Lakaseljic, sends it inboard. City defenders, bit of a muck up. Got to tidy it up there at the back. Rawlings and Morton, that's a foot race. Beautifully done there, Nick Morton. It's a side of his game that he doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. He's a really, really quality striker, but his defensive effort certainly noted. And Swaby's gone in the book for that challenge on Nick Morton. Clumsy. Upended him.
He's going to disrespect here, make him pay for it.
Doubly notable on a cold evening, those sort of collisions.
Good, John! Here!
So Terry Swaby ends up in the book. There'll be a free kick. 7 metres or so inside the South Hobart half.
Tight here! Tight!
Any position's dangerous for this South Hobart side. Long, beautifully struck ball. Deflection. No trouble for Clark. It came off a City defender, so could have ended up disastrously. It's got too much mustard on it and gone out on that far touchline in front of the Launceston City cheer squad almost. Some of their reserves players and younger players there. Found the Vuvuzela in the back of the wardrobe after the South African World Cup a number of years ago. Ground echoing to the sound of that. It's turnover, Swaby off on a run. Oh, just a little heavy, that footwork. Only as far back as Harris. Harris sends it. Oh, just over the crossbar. Alec Harris. My word. He's certainly got some exciting touches, this young player. And that's probably his third shot on goal this evening. Each one of them just getting a fraction closer to the target. Both sides having their chances. Rawlings. He wouldn't mind that again as he puts that onto the Peter Mees Pavilion roof. That wasn't even close to target. So again, ebbs and flows. South have had some good periods of possession and opportunity. Similarly, the last few moments have been City's. Both goals unbreached at the moment, despite those nice shots on goal. Harris working hard there against Gorry. Walter, clever touch. Lakaseljic gives it. Clark. It's going to go over Lakaseljic's head, but timely jump from Lakaseljic, won it back. Harris. Hashimoto. Chopped out across the back. Waynan. Nice run.
Offside! Why are you waiting then? Why are you waiting? So obvious the first one. Why are you waiting, Wayner?
Bit of debate about it, but we've had the flag up early.
Harris, well done. Kaz, centrally.
Far side, good contest. Approaching the 35th minute of this first half. Rob's out at Tassie Care Park at Prospect. The home field for Launceston City. Currently in second place on the table against the ladder leading South Hobart. And 0-0, as I said so far. Both sides having some chances. Swaby upended on the far side. I think that was just a tangle of feet rather than anything sinister. Nice work there from Morton. Cuts inside, gets it back. Clever ball. City defence up to it though. Gorry. Gets it back. Kubo. Lancaster. Back to Kukubo. Just changing the angle, looking for something. In the Morton direction, but Wilcox just belts that away. Harris on the scene there. Taylor, I should say. Haven't seen a whole stack of Angus Taylor. South Hobart have been making sure that doesn't happen too much because you get the feeling if he gets into this game and gets some ball to feet, he'll either look at creating something or creating something for himself. Long ball, bit of a foot race down that far touch line. Said Austin Yost a task. He's up to it. Yost cuts inside. He said that's a City ball. Good crowd here at Tassie Care Park tonight. Men's Health Week promotion. As I said, some raffle tickets for sale in the canteen if you're here and you're listening. Turned over, dangerous. That was Walter, nicely done. Lancaster, Kukubo. Lancaster gets it back. Dangerous part of the field, goes long in the Yost direction, finds him. Dangerous, sits from Kemp. Kemp! Oh, across the face. Morton. Ball at foot. Clever ball. Through the legs of the defender. Well defended on that occasion, so probably the best chance for South so far. Kobe Kemp haven't called his name a lot today. It's created something there from nothing. Very smart in that front third of the field is Kobe Kemp.
Good, Harris. Well done. Stop ball in. Toes again. Mac, tell him which shoulder. Tight, Mac,
Gorry. Quick throw. Kemp tries to cut inside. Deflection. South ball again, though.
Tight again.
He's got Woodland right there with him. That's going to be a good matchup. Nicely done, City, but turned over like a Seljuk. Walter changes the angle. Goes back to Kukubo. Long ball there. Sits dangerously for Kobe Kemp. Goes back inside.
Time! Well no!
Harris. Harris for City. Just blasts that out over the touchline. Diffuses the situation. Gorry with the throw. South looking for something as we're heading closer to half time. Still 0-0.
Yes, T, yes, T, yes, T. Yes, T. Yes, T, you've got it.
Lancaster goes back to the keeper. Connell. Long way from home. Swaby there applying some pressure. Spreading the field South, making the field big. Asking for a free kick there. Don't know if there was one in that. Dangerous ball! Just wide of the goals. Well, they've done everything bar score there. Walter, it was Kobe Kemp just in that position to finish that and didn't quite connect with it. So another good chance there for South. They've had a couple in the last couple of minutes. As I did say, this match is ebbing and flowing. City with a couple of good chances at the other end through the agency of Alec Harris. And in the last 5 minutes, Kobe Kemp, a couple of good chances at the other end for South. Rawlings. Referee said he's offended against. City player on the ground. It looks like Kukubo.
Mace, there's no difference. You can't give one and not give the other.
Rawlings. Nicely done. Nicely done. Crosses it. Oh, Swaby. Bit of a speculator. Looked spectacular, but not effective. And no real danger there for South Hobart and Nick O'Connell. Nicely won there by Shimoto. Gives Rawlings an opportunity. Lancaster finds Walter. Nicely done from Walter. Beautiful pass outside back to Gorry. He sends it goalwards. Just a little too heavy for Nick Morton. He was in a good position. Just a fraction heavy. Gave Clark time to clear it out. Turned over by Swaby. Kemp wants it. Walter goes inside. Kemp now gets it. Sends it goalwards. Nodded out. Opportunity for South. Like a Seljuk. Opportunity for Morton. Deflection off Clark. Good corner. No. I think South Hobart and me all thought it was a corner. waiting there on that one. The referee signalled, I think it was a goal kick, but I think he made the wrong signal. I think that's what it was. Certainly looked like it was going to be a corner, and it is a corner. So glad to see not watching a different game. So in the shadows of half-time, not long to go in this first half, Adam Gorry sends it in for South. All defended by City. Belted out of there. Just doesn't quite find Swaby. Wilcox doesn't quite control it. Heads inside to Walter. Nice step over. Walter. A shot that just doesn't get anything behind that.
Yes, drive, Mark! Drive, Mark!
Clark sends Wilcox away down this near side. He's got Kemp in pursuit. Finds Harris. Well defended there, South. It was Berezanski. Plays it back to Lancaster. Walter. Walter nods it on to the touchline. He's got Woodland on his hammer. Harris against Walter. Nice ball there for Swaby. He's off on a run. Upended, and that'll be a card, I'd suggest. Berezanski goes into the book. And the announcement over the PA there, half-time not too far away. City do the on-park half-time stuff very well here, and still 0-0 at Tassie Care Park. Rob Soward bringing you the action in this top-of-the-table clash. First place, South Hobart. Second place, Launceston United. Points separating them. Launceston City, I should say. Points separating them. Free kick being taken here by Will Humphrey. Humphrey sends it. Deflection. Humphrey will get it back. Beautifully done by South Hobart. Wilcox under pressure. Sends it long. Nodded into the box. All red shirts there though. Latinovic. South win it back. And they're off on the counter. Morton down the far side. Woodland on his hammer. Timely foot from Woodland. You heard the call go Woody. And that's beautifully done. Beautifully done on that occasion by Riley Fellows. South just steady across the back. As I said, still 0-0. In the shadows of half-time, we've played the regulation 45 minutes. I wouldn't think there'd be much time added on. Only a couple of minor stoppages. That's a deflection off Kemp. City set at the back. Deflection again off Kemp. Morton gives it off. Sends Yost to task. He's up to it. Is Austin Yost. Beautiful ball across the box. Deflection. Kemp with an attempted bicycle kick there. That'll be a goal kick to Lockie Clark. Clark chewing up some time there. There'll be only a minute or so, I reckon, left in this first half. Launceston City 0, South Hobart 0. Long ball from Clark, finds almost halfway. A throw in on the far side in front of the good crowd here at Tassie Care Park, promoting men's health. Martinovic sends it back. City look like they've put the cue in the rack. They're just happy to defend. As I said, not long to go in this first half. Certainly wouldn't want to concede here, that's for sure. Yost off on one of those runs.
Tight again! Tight!
It's gone out for a corner. So, right in the shadows of half-time. Not that you want to concede at any time, but this would be the absolute worst time for Launceston City to give up a goal. So, all their outfield players in the defensive half of the ground. Sits. Well, Kemp almost pounced on that. And there's the whistle for half-time. An entertaining first half at Tassie Care Park. Both sides having periods of time where you would say they controlled the game. Just patches of time where they controlled the game. A couple of good opportunities created for Kobe Kemp. And similarly, Alec Harris, a couple of good shots on target. But just missed. And as we head into half-time with the short break we're going to have here, I'll join you again in about 15 minutes. But at half-time here, it's Launceston City 0, South Hobart 0. Rob Soward, Tassie Care Park, rejoining you again shortly.
All great eras leave a legacy. In this golden age of peak chicken, that legacy is crumbs. McWings are here at Macca's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All great eras leave a legacy. In this golden age of peak chicken, that legacy is crumbs. McWings are here at Macca's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All great eras leave a legacy. In this golden age of peak chicken, that legacy is crumbs. McWings are here at Macca's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, one shot each. It's our little legends and junior legends, one shot each. Got to get into the middle circle and we won a prize. That's awesome. Go and see Megan. We've got a front. Awesome. Megan. Oh, great effort. Alright, they do have to watch out for the devil. Look at him. He's a cheeky fella, the devil. Just kicked that ball away. Oh, very close. That is a proposal thing. Well done. Right on the line. Our under 5s and 6s are a fire. We're going to run out of prizes at this point. We need you to interfere more, Mr. Devil. Heroes. As we get ready to welcome the second half, Launceston City versus South Hobart. 0-0. Can someone break the deadline for this session? 45 minutes. Soon find out.
Underway again here at Prospect Park. So for the first opportunity, Walter has been dangerous. Goes back and board to Kemp. A couple of their key playmakers there. Rozansky. Seljic. Morden. Not much between them. Certainly not on the scoreboard, that's for sure. 0-0. Good pressure there from City. I think most would agree that the half-time scoreline was a fair one. Both sides with patches of dominance, if you call it that. Opportunity here. Just lets that out over the sideline, the end line. But when I say dominance, it's just patches of probably where they had opportunities, both City and South. South have certainly been working on that, changing the angles, trying to make the field bigger and create some opportunities. City just haven't had that opportunity to perhaps run at the South defenders. And I'm sure that would have figured in Daniel Syson's half-time talk. Swaby, just on cue after I've said that, it's dispossessed though by Kukubo. You get the feeling if City can get the ball at foot and get that chance to run at the defenders, that there might be that opportunity to open them up. But But they haven't had that so far. City have been denied that by some excellent South Hobart defence and some control through the middle. Takes it back in there for Morton, dangerous. Latinovic read that like a book. Positioned himself beautifully. Sets a foot race here for Harris. Can't quite get onto the end of it.
Yeah, zone two, T, good.
But City certainly looked dangerous on those couple of occasions with quick play.
Winner, second
Putting the ball at
yes,
Harris's feet. Taylor.
Hey,
Nice touch, upended. Thought it might have been a shirt pull. Referee said no.
Yes, Riley.
The Wayman goes back to Yost. And change the angle again through Lancaster.
Yes, man. Angus, keep coming, Angus.
Kubo. It's Walter. Had a good first half, Alex Walter. Wayman. He's trying to create something here, this South defence. Kubo again changed the angle. Nice ball in the Kemp direction. Nodded away from him by Humphrey, and Woodland's on a bit of a run. Opportunity here, Swaby upended. Referee says play on. Taylor. We'll get to see a bit of him. Such an important player.
Nice, go back to it.
Fellows turns that one over. He's had a good game, Riley Fellows. Finding himself on Nick Morton on many occasions. Pressure there from Walter. Quick ball there through to Swaby. Oh, opportunity.
Brilliant too. Brilliant catch.
Just something from nothing. That was out of nowhere. Just half a step, and Terry Swaby might have put that one into the back of the net. Probably City's best chance so far. Long ball here. Foot race. Walter leading it. Upends the defender. Referee says play on. It's a South ball. Just quickly like that on the counter. South Hobart looking dangerous. Quickly taken into the box. Opportunity. South, all blue shirts in front of him. Walter! And that's gone into the back of the net! Alex Walter gives South Hobart the lead. And South playing up to the City crowd over there. Walter from distance. Clark couldn't keep it out of the back of the net. And that's 1-0 to South Hobart. Just the start they would have wanted. City with it all to do. Certainly not foreign territory for them. We have had a couple of games here where that opposition goal has sort of sparked them into life. I'll certainly be hoping that's the case here. Rawlings. Latinovic. Shimodo.
Hey, excellent, Daniel. Riley, Woody, excellent.
Opportunity here. I'd certainly be keen on
Don't attack it. Don't
pulling
attack it.
something back straight away.
Mac. Yeah, there's no one there. Keep going.
What can City do? Beautifully struck corner. City protesting, saying it came off a red shirt. Referee not having any of that.
Boys, got to attack that. It's a fucking great ball.
So great start in this second half here at Tassie Care Park. I'm Rob Sauer, bringing you the match of the round, and as I said, perhaps arguably the match of the season. South Hobart grabbing the ascendancy after both sides headed into half-time 0-all. Alex Walder with a beautifully timed strike from distance has broken the deadlock to give South Hobart a 1-0 lead. Humphrey. Swaby on his way, just can't quite keep it in. South Hobart ball. We have seen occasions where City have gone behind. I can think of one against Kingborough where down 1-0, and I think in pretty short order it ended up being 3-1. So sometimes it can be the sting that wakes them up. I'll certainly be hoping that's the case. South Hobart rewarded for their pressure in this second half. They've certainly started as they did in the first half. A mountain of possession, and they've certainly taken time and space away from the City playmakers. We haven't seen a lot of Angus Taylor tonight, and only snippets from Terry Swaby. Both of those players are just absolutely critical if City are to salvage a point or points from tonight's fixture. Latinovich, big block on the ball. Opportunity here. Humphrey sends it in. All red shirts around the ball. We've got a South player down here in back play. Very heavy collision with Latinovich a couple of moments ago. They just plough that out so that player can get some attention. Met heavily by Latinovich. Going for the ball. Looks like a lower leg injury. South Hobart trainer just attending to him now. We're now going for the ball there. All looks okay. Austin Yost just walking that one off. So you take it. Tinovich spreads it wide and sends Kemp on a mission. Ball there, looking for Harris. Just a fraction heavy and collected safely by Nick O'Connell. Just running that off. Still limping Austin Yost, but he's okay, which is good to see. I never like to see anyone get a heavy knock. Goal scorer there, Walter. Deflection, sits for Gorry. Goes back to Walter. Running away from goals. Yost has just come back on. Turned over. Hashimoto off on a run using his pace. He's opened them up, looking for Swaby. Great ball. Swaby just a fraction heavy. Deflection off Lancaster. That'll be a corner to City. We'll be looking to find the equaliser. Rob's out at Tassie Care Park here at Prospect, Launceston City. The hosts, big day for them here today on their Men's Health Day. hosting ladder leading South Hobart, and after an entertaining and scoreless first half, South got things on the board. They've taken a 1-0 lead in the early stages here of the second half. Comes in. What can City do? Nodded away nicely there by South. Dangerous position. But Tinovich forces the save. Just from nowhere, that one. And worth a try. O'Connell pushes it over the bar, so we'll get a rerun from the other side. South defend these pretty well, these situations. So what City have got up their sleeve. Comes in, nodded across. South thought they might have been infringed against.
Yes, well done.
Referee doesn't agree with them. The City ball again.
Make it pay! Come on! Make it pay!
Third corner in the 3 minutes, so ball camped in this South Hobart defensive area. City will be hoping that that weight of possession results in a score. Comes in again. Nicely taken. This time O'Connell rises above the pack and takes that one cleanly. Danger averted for South. As I said, they do defend those pieces very well. City trying to create something that's a little bit heavy for Taylor. To Kubo, trying to keep that in, just a bit heavy there. Sets away on a mission that he can't handle. A little bit heavy. Taylor trying to get himself into the game. Hashimoto. It's been a bit busier this period, Taylor. I didn't see a lot of him in the first half, and as I think I said during that half, you get the feeling if City are going to cause some danger, Taylor and Swaby have to get involved. It's not a good ball from Martinovic. Chopped off there by Yost, who's moving a lot better now than he was 5 minutes ago. Beautiful ball there to Morton, who's got in behind the City defence. Nick Morton tapped in, and that's 2-0. Kobe Camp on the spot. Well, a bad pass. And South get in behind the City defence, and that's 2-0. All to do now for City. So Kemp gets on the score sheet. And it looks like we're getting ready for substitution as well. Like a Seljuk making way. That's Patrick Ayulboth.
30 minutes, boys, come on! Character!
A change for South as they go up 2-0. So City have plenty to do. Certainly capable. We've had them a couple of times this year where they could score fairly quickly, and we saw what they did against last year's champions Glenorchy Knights, 5-1 in that one, so scoring goals isn't necessarily a problem. Kubu trying to pick the cameraman out, misses him, which is good for the viewers. Taken quickly, Rawlings gets around Morton. Boff just come on, gets a timely foot in. Taylor dispossessed by Kemp. South running on top of the ground at the moment. Their confidence is up. Dispossessed beautifully there by Hashimoto, but the deflection bucks a fortune, sits for Rawlings, and he's got Taylor on. Taylor goes across. Swaby just got a foot on it, but not on target. So wide of the net on that occasion. That'll be a goal kick to South Hobart. City with it all to do, and you get the feeling that they will need a goal here quickly. Swaby trying to find something. He's fouled. Not sure if the card will come out there. City certainly appealing for one. Referee leaving the cards in the pocket at the moment anyway. City with a good opportunity here. The City cheer squad complete with Vuvuzelas now behind the goals. Great to see all their juniors here supporting the senior club. Or one club, I should say, but the juniors supporting the senior players. Here's the free kick. What can they do with this? Not an in! To the back of the net! Just what they needed!
Come on! I need to know!
Fantastic work there from City. And you can hear the support group behind the goals. 2-1. Riley Fellows was the man on the sheet there. We've got a game on, 2-1. So after a goalless first half, we've had 3 goals in around about 16 or 17 minutes. More to come, hopefully. Ayul Both scored a good goal against Olympic when we had South in the Laka Seljuk Cup semi-final. That's a handball by the looks of things.
Yes, done, wide, wide. Make him run more. Yeah, good work. Make him run bigger.
Certainly a high standard fixture. Fellows, nicely done. Sends Taylor on a mission, dispossessed beautifully. That's a Wayner. He is such an important player to this side. Latinovic attacks that like he does everything. He's certainly very hard at the ball. Humphrey holds him up. Fellows. He's found Swaby. They've found a bit of energy, City. Swaby goes inside, dispossessed. Nicely done. South defence.
Yes, Riley, go on then, Riley.
And gives it back. Send it back there. Lancaster. So if you've just joined us, Rob Soward here at Tassie Care Park, and after a scoreless first half, 0-0 at half time, South Hobart opened the scoring in the second half. Opened the scoring in the second half through Alex Walter, and made it 2 with the Kobe Kemp score. And moments ago, City from a set piece through the agency of Riley Fellows made it 2-1. So South 2-1 to the good. But City certainly back in this match and certainly have looked a bit more lively since that first goal. Latinovic upends Yost. We've had a couple of clashes tonight. Yost coming off second best in an earlier one. Fair challenge. Nothing untoward, but just a hard physical challenge. So Adam Gorry will take the resultant free kick. One of these dangerous spots, a fair way out from goal, but a dangerous spot where South Hobart can certainly unleash that talent that they've got up front there. Torrey sends it in. Nicely nodded down. It's just gone wide of the post. So no addition to the score. 2-1 here at Tassie Care Park. Plenty of time left for both sides. Swaby. It's a timely boot there from the South Hobart defence. Another opportunity here for City. I'm sure you can hear through the effects mic. They have got a stack of junior players there behind the goals cheering their heroes on, which is just terrific to see. The young players here, great crowd here tonight for this top of the table fixture over in front of the club rooms. Fire pots roaring. Here comes the corner. Dangerous, nodded away. And as far as Rawlings, Both gets a block on it. Rawlings fouls him. I think that's an obvious one. There'll be a card there, I would suspect. Yellow card for Max Rawlings. If there's any argument for that, are you both still on the ground? Hopefully he's okay.
Pace! Stop your watch!
We're on top here, boys. We're on top, yeah? Keep it up.
Boys, keep going. Cass, this is where you really get on the ball now. They're very
Players
tired,
taking the opportunity to have a drink while Daniel Both attended to. He's okay, which is good to see. They never like to see anyone injured. And Rawlings heads into the book for that foul. Drums. City. The South Hobart throw, I should say. Tobias Hawaiian. Slips out of his hands, I think. I don't think he got as much on that as he wanted. Slucks a fortune, though. Knocked on there by Morton. In a dangerous position there for Yost. City just ploughed that one out over the sideline. A couple of substitutions by the looks of things. Yosty was the call. So it looks like Eli Wright's now gone on. Austin Yost coming off. The South Hobart depth that I've talked about, so important. Rexy Maddock scored a cracking goal against Olympic, is coming on for Alex Walter. Goal scorer Walter scored a great goal. Opened the scoring in the second half. So Wright and Maddock both on for South. Some fresh legs. Haven't seen any changes for City yet. Real Both. Swaby gets past him. He's got Taylor racing down that left-hand side. This could be dangerous. Taylor. Oh, just showed you the talent he's got. He only had half a second to pull the trigger there. And he did. He got round Gorry and got a shot on goal and forced O'Connell to do something, which he did. Still 2-1 South Hobart. Taylor again, upended. I think the defender just fractionally caught him there. Tangle of feet. You get the feeling, though, if City are going to square this up, that Angus Taylor's going to have a part to play in that. As I said, they've defended very, very well today, South Hobart. They've denied time and space, and they've certainly denied that opportunity for the City attackers to really run at them and generate opportunities. Humphrey standing over the ball. See where he sends this. The arms are up, and in it comes. Sits it up. Oh, Swaby just wide of the goals. You can hear the ooze from the young supporters behind the goal there. Great to see the junior club, the youngsters supporting their senior heroes. Launceston City certainly do that development very well of their young players, as do South Hobart for that matter. Both clubs very, very capable in that junior development academy space. I think we could have a substitution here shortly. I can see Ben Belize right in front of me, ready to come on shortly. I'll see who makes way for him. Off. Greater than half an opportunity there, that was for Lexi Maddock. Ball was deflected. Very picked out a free there. City take it quickly. Latinovic. City are looking to move the ball on as quickly as they can. They know that we're going to get into that position fairly shortly, where time will be the enemy. Wilcox down that far side. City change the angle now. Come out here to Harris. Nicely done. Nicely flicked onto Harris. Just lost possession at the crucial time. One back by Rawlings. That's turned over. It's the new man on the pitch, Eli Wright. Beautifully done. Got the gloves on. Not the warmest night up here at Prospect Park. Rawlings makes way for Burlees. It's been good, Rawlings. Throw here to Helwanen. Hear the drums in the background. Great atmosphere up here tonight at Tassie Care Park. This top of the table clash that South Hobart have the ascendancy in at the moment. 2-1. Goals to Walter and Kemp. Alex Walter and Kobe Kemp on the score sheet for the visitors. And Wiley Fellows from a set piece for City. 2-1. Still plenty of time left. Approaching the half hour played here. There's certainly plenty of time for an equaliser or an extra goal for South to put this beyond doubt, perhaps. Foul there on Ayul Both. Harris got tangled up with him. A substitute ready to happen. Freddie Hess about to come on. What a great substitute he is to have on your bench. Experienced, highly skilled player, leader, obviously. I've seen him do some great stuff at Kingborough prior to heading to South. Freddie Hess is on. And he replaces Samuel Berezanski. Free kick here for South. Dangerous position. Forces a save from Clark. Well, that was right on target. Lockie Clark, 2 hands to it. Deflected it. And kept City in the game. That could have been curtains had that gone in. O'Connell sends it along Morton. Got Humphrey right there with him, who's absolutely ploughed that out. That's almost landed up at the casino. Taking no risks there, Will Humphrey. Riley Fellows, I should say, on that occasion. Fellows might find himself in a bit of strife if he keeps that up. He's picked the ball up and thrown it away. Could be a card. But, referee not doing anything about that at this stage. Deflection, and it'll be potentially a corner, but a timely foot there from Latinovic. Turns out from a corner into a throw. So we're getting towards the business end of this one. I think there'll be a couple of minutes out of the time added on, given a couple of little injury stops we've had this half. City will be just looking to play quickly and try and get some opportunities to run at that defence. They don't want to get trapped here in their defensive third. And that's beautiful defence there. That's Eli Wright. Does a great job. City will win that back. Fellows looking to move it on. Latinovic back to Clark. Ayul Both providing some pressure. All gone out wide and turned over. City win it back though. It's okay. Ball cut inside. That's not a good ball. All red shirts there. Right. Right, turns Woodland. Morton in the middle. Dangerous when you start calling that name with the ball in that part of the field. Rexy Maddock. Kemp. Keeps it off. And, ill directed on that occasion from Kobe Kemp. Don't see him make too many mistakes. That's one of them. That'll be a City ball. So keeping an eye on the time clock. In the final quarter of this match. South Hobart 2, Launceston City 1. Rob Soward at Tassie Care Park, bringing you the action in the match of the round. And as I've said, potentially the match of the season so far. Humphrey gives it off to Burlees. He's got Swaby there. Swaby working hard. Shimoto. Taylor plays it back inboard to Swaby. Just can't. No foul there. You can hear the City crowd not happy with that one. City looking to build. Ball at foot for Harris. Hasn't seen as much of him in the second half. He had a couple of good opportunities in the first half. Alec Harris, really good. Taylor. Opportunity here down the far side for City. What have they got? Deflection. All bobbling around. South clear the area. Ayul Both got his body in the right position. Nicely done. Did very well on that occasion. Gorry just belts it down the sideline. Almost lands in the pile of Launceston City banners that are there. Juniors out supporting their senior heroes. Opportunity here again. City looking to build. South up to it though at the back. Sets Ayul Both in mission. Latinovic is winning the foot race at this time on that one. Almost slips but steadies. Comes back across to Woodland. Woodland. Got Harris. Harris against Wright. Harris gets inside him. Lost control of that one. Turned it over. Ayul Both sends Morton on a run. Martinovic timely. Both. Right spot. Harris, well done. Back to Fellows. Things are heating up. Things are heating up in the last 15 minutes. South Coast can't believe it. City ball. I think we're going to see a card here.
Put it on, please. Mason, put it on your watch.
Kick the ball off! That's a card! That's the second card! Kick the ball off!
By play on the sidelines. Harris plays it inboard. Morton chops it off. He's off on a run. Both dispossessed. Woodland gets around him. Changes the angle. Got Taylor out there. This could be something here for City. Taylor cuts inside. Tangle of legs. City ball. Much to the pleasure of the fans behind the goals. You get the feeling there's still a bit to play out in this one. We're approaching about 10 minutes of regulation time left. Be a little bit of time added on, you'd think, as I said, for a couple of earlier stoppages. One for Austin Yost, and in particular. We saw what happened with the set play in this similar part of the field earlier, this half. The Fellows found the back of the net. Comes in again, sits up nicely, nodded across the face of goal on this occasion. Referee says that's a south ball. City fans behind the goals not happy, but I think that's a very fair call. It certainly looked like it came off a City player. Great to see the passion and enthusiasm of this crowd here. They're getting right into it, and just imagine what an equaliser would do here to raise the atmosphere.
10 left! Riley, dig deep! Come on, pass! 10 left! Come on!
O'Connell clears it out. Nicely struck ball, deflects into Morton's face. Freddie Hess belts that forward, sends Ayul Both on a run. Clark takes that just inside the area and moves it on quickly out wide. Taylor, clever. Hashimoto. Martinovic. He's got Harris on. Harris right. Avoids Wright's tackle. A change the angle again, City. Trying to find something. Gone back into the heart of that South defence. As I said, they've defended very, very well tonight. Little chip over the top there, trying to find something for Taylor. Just not quite on the mark. South just relying on belting it out of there. It's going to come back in. You sort of get the feeling that they're going to have to try and hang on to the ball a little bit rather than just blast it out of there, because City will just create some opportunities as they are at the moment. Opportunity down that far touchline. Referee says that's a corner.
Brilliant, Mark! Well done!
So again, weight of possession might tell here. Looks like Harris is going over to take that. As I said, South have defended resolutely all game, but the last few minutes they've just been happy just to belt it out of there and try and find the touchline, sideline. And City have won possession back, so opportunity here in corner. O'Connell gets a fist on it, sends it to Daylight, foot race on. Woodland. Nicely done, Rex Maddock. Woodland. Stronger body, bigger body. Woodland with the pace. And that'll be a City ball. I'm not sure what happened there. Woodland ended up running into Harrison. Maddock, I should say, and he ended up on the turf. Swaby plays it back. A nice defence there on that occasion from Hawainen, and he's won it back for South Hobart.
Speed him up, please! Toes, Riley. As soon as we get it, Hunter, as soon as we get it, Agnes out there.
Woodland is everywhere with Nick Morton when he goes, and now Humphrey's gone to him as well. Clever little nod in there. Burlays. They change the angle again, City. They've got Taylor on that far side. He's found some space out there, Taylor. He was over this side of the field at the start of the half. Swaby's upended. Might be a card. Referee's diving into his pocket.
Done.
No,
Right in the
might
back.
just have got a piece of chewing gum out or something. He's had the hand in the pocket there. I thought we were going to see a card, but no. And another free kick for City. Similar spot to the last one. Perhaps a couple of metres further back.
Riley, back
Heading
post.
into the shadows of the post here.
Riley, spin out.
Not long to go. Time starting to be the enemy for the home team. Trailing 2-1 at the moment. Ball comes in. Nodded away by Gorry. Whoa. Collision on the far side. That may be a card.
Back in.
South Hobart wanted one.
No,
Referee saying no. That was Rexy Maddock upended there. That'll be a free kick to South. Seconds ticking away. Approaching full time. There will be some time added on, as I said, for a couple of stoppages through the game. Ball's been played in City's third for the last little while. I certainly want to get it back there. It's a throw to South on the far side. Looks like Adam Gorry's got that. Opportunity here, Maddock on the far touchline, squares it up. Clark's going to send this away quickly. It's got Harris, got to sit for him though. Plays it back. Fellows. Hashimoto. Nicely done. Got Morton on his hammer. Got Freddie Hess on his hammer. Nicely done. Good run, Hashimoto. Opportunity here. Swaby. Ball sits at foot for him. Terry Swaby turns.
Oh, brilliant card.
Forces a save from O'Connell.
Hey, superb card. Up there.
Hashimoto falls over. I'm not sure if he was after a big run, whether he was hoping it would come back inboard to him. But nonetheless, another corner for Launceston City. South are under siege at the moment. Been a big week for them. Like a Seljuk Cup victory on Monday. Ball comes in. O'Connell tips it over. Big corner again from the other side. City looking to move quickly because they know there is not a lot of time. Black and white shirts behind the goal. The cheer squad are in full voice. It's all set up for a big finish. In it comes. O'Connell taps it away. Red shirts all in the box there. Good physical pressure, Fellows. He's been good. Morton. Collision there, all red shirts around him. Maddock comes away with it. Rexy Maddock. All in all tackle there, Latinovic. Player down in back play. Bit of a collision in the goals, I'd suggest. So this will be a little bit more time added on, I'd suspect. Riley Fellows has had a huge game. He's sucking in the big ones at the moment. Looks like he's got a little bit of cramp in that calf. You can see him stretching out there in front of us. South player down in back play, getting some treatment. Nothing major by the looks of things. Looks like Tobias Awainer.
Take him off the end! Take him off the end!
Hey, did you force it? okay, it's alright, as long as you stopped it, mate. Well, thank you, that's all I wanted to know.
It is Awaynett coming off for a drink and a little bit of treatment.
Paddy, come on, be big! Paddy, be big!
Below right. City win the ball. Hashimoto. They're looking to open them up here. City, they've got to move quickly, as I said, time of the essence. Quick ball.
Hey! Weiner! Stop that, Weiner!
Played in here. Dangerous. City opportunity. They just needed to clear O'Connell and got himself into a beautiful spot there. The South Hobart custodian. And he took that one and diffused the danger. Almost at, as I said, full time of regulation time. I'm not sure how many extra minutes we'll have. We will have a few, I'd suspect. Another stoppage there a moment ago. We'll certainly add a couple of minutes on. Could be 6 or 7 minutes of extra added on time. There's certainly time for City. It's gone out off South Hobart on the far side. All taken quickly. Woodland. He's limping a bit, Jack Woodland. Hope he's okay. Harris. Good first half, a little quieter the second half, Alec Harris. A couple of good chances. Opportunity here for Swaby. He's got all red shirts in front of him. Taylor gets involved. Belted out of there by Kemp. South are obviously sitting all their players back to defend. Ayul Both really the only attacking option at present for them. Morton's pushed further back as well. Obviously trying to sit on this lead. Create some opportunities for City though. It's that mindset stuff, isn't it, where sometimes if sides are just keen on defending, that they sometimes do inadvertently allow opportunities to be created. Because the opposition team can sweat on them. And that's certainly what City have been trying to do. Another opportunity here at the moment. They're building. Fellows, as I said, he's had a good game. Kubo. No, that's it. South Hobart come to Launceston and take the points. 2-1 in an entertaining game against Launceston City. Kobe Kemp and Alex Walter on the score sheet for the victors. Riley Fellows from a wonderful set piece providing the score for City. So great game. As I said, after a 0-0 first half, it was certainly a game of goals in the second half, and South Hobart certainly showing why they are indeed atop the table, coming off that very, very good Lacca Seljuk Cup victory on Monday. So, game of the season so far, perhaps, between the two top sides. And I'm sure that there's already thought to when they'll meet again, because depending upon what happens for the rest of the season, it could have some impact on the final results. So I'll be signing off from here shortly before doing the coaches' interviews. And all good news for South Hobart fans if you're joining us in the south of the state. Darcy Street boys got it done here today in what was a great match. Very tough physical encounter. South Hobart, I thought, defended very, very well and took that opportunity for the City defenders away to run at them and create opportunities. And well-deserved winners. From City's perspective, they'd probably be a little disappointed in terms of being able to create and convert those opportunities they created, but certainly gave plenty and left nothing in the tank. So South Hobart going over to acknowledge their fans, and well-deserved winners here. 2-1 at Tassie Care Park. I'm Rob Soward and I'm signing off at the moment, and we'll be bringing you the coaches' interviews shortly.
reminder, it is your last chance to buy some raffle tickets. We're about to draw the raffle for Men's Health Week. Rosemary Armitage is about to come down here and draw this raffle for us. It's only $4 a ticket. We've got Mel here, just waving the tickets around. Last chance, some awesome prizes up for grabs. Just $4 for a ticket. Only a few tickets left to go.